boy Crack News? It's your boy Carcino here, man. Dave Chappelle snapped. You see, this is what I talk about, and they ain't gonna like this video. And I don't care what they don't like, and that's the problem. Everybody thinks people gotta like what they like. F what you don't like. If you don't want to like, don't listen. Now, Dave didn't really start this. This really started with Amy Schumer, right? Somebody who was basically doing sketch comedy that they wanted to push and promote, mainly because she's a Jewish woman and they wanted a Jewish comedian woman to come up, another one, and said maybe she could break through. Unlike, Sarah Silverman and all the rest of them who keep finding jobs even though they're really not that funny. And there are way funnier female comedians in the world than Amy Schumer. And she basically, everything was given to her. She had a big Hollywood movie. It was a hit. And she just couldn't control herself. She kept putting out flop after flop after flop because Trainwreck hit. And I was like, she's a train wreck in real life. And they didn't realize, they didn't know what they were dealing with. Then they just started following her lead and kept putting her in movies. She kept screwing them all up because she wants to create it her way. And they kept trying to tell her, like, look, you should diet. No, I want to be big and just the average white girl in Walmart. It's like, okay. They need fans too. All right, she's going to be that, but we got Melissa McCarthy for that. She actually makes better movies than you. But, okay. Here we go. We got another one. So then, Amy Schumer comes in, and she's just not funny. She tries to be funny. She's a try-hard. And she's just not that funny. So when she's trying her best, she's focusing so hard because she wants to be funny so bad. I gotta focus here. I have to be funny. And it's not working. It's coming off as pathetic. It's coming off as desperate. And when you got desperation all over you, this is what it sounds like. This is what it moves like. This is desperation. So now, let's get to the gist of what's going on here. Feel me? I want people to get to the gist of what's happening. Now, here's the skinny. Amy Schumer starts talking about Hamas and Israel and saying that Israel should be allowed to do whatever they do because it makes her sleep better at night because she doesn't want Hamas coming in her apartment, taking her out of her house. And the fear of Hamas doing that, it's like, what? Hamas isn't doing that. That's crazy. But she made those type of statements, and I'm like, they're going to come in your multi-million-dollar home that you have and snatch you out of your house? I don't see that happening. So, right after this surprising incident that hit the airwaves, what was crazy about the situation was there was a lot of context, like she's just going off on social media, she's destroying her career. Amy Schumer is done. And then, of course, the media started to go, oh, well, she's just being funny. She's just being funny. And I'm like, okay, okay. Amy Schumer is done. 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 So that was the word on the street. It was like, put the word out. Amy Schumer is done. She's saying all this like, oh, it's okay to go in and wipe out Hamas and forget the kids and women and all that. She can sleep safe in her multi-million-dollar apartment. So that's how it was coming off. So people was like, she's anti-Palestine. So it was becoming a massive PR disaster. Then Dave Chappelle started talking. He's seen it. So Dave started bringing up things, and he started talking about, and he was heated, because this is a fellow comedian, but he's heated that they took this political route and decided to not be funny and go on social media and do something like this. And he talked about being a Muslim and that he's a Muslim man, and that he doesn't think it's fair what Israel is doing to Palestine. And people told him to shut the F up, and he went right back at the guy. No, you shut the F up. You don't get to take our make millions of dollars and take our money and go over there to make bombs so they can go over there and bomb these people, cut their water off, and starve those people to death. You don't get to do that. So F you. So when he said that to that person, everybody cheered in the place for Chappelle and said, hey, Dave said, if you want to cancel me, cancel me. You can't cancel all of us. So that was Dave's statement. For those people that was from Israel now, the people don't know what to do now because they looked at the right-wing people like Dave Chappelle. They was, wait a minute, we like Chappelle. What's happening here? I don't understand. So now they're confused because now he didn't went against their agenda when he's not a part of their agenda. So now what do? Their backs are against the wall because they've been backing Dave Chappelle. See, that's why I like Chappelle. He doesn't believe in this left thing. Like he doesn't hate Trump like they want him to hate Trump. He points out some good things and some bad. Yeah, there's a little bad, but yeah, he doesn't focus on all that. He's seen some good things from Trump. These people are just nuts. It's more like fandom. Gloria Taylor, what's up? So when it came around to it, everybody was, making their own play. Like saying, okay, this is what I believe in, this is what I don't. This is, I think it's false. This is fake. This is a knockoff. This is some type of ripoff I'm having here. And I just don't understand what's happening. So a lot of people were just up in arms, right? They didn't really care. They didn't want to have anything to do with anything anymore. And I'm just like not interested in being associated with these type of people, So they all came after Chappelle. Because Dave has just said it, but it's Dave Chappelle. So people want to tread lightly. But they just said Dave is wrong. Dave is wrong on this. Is he? Is he though? Because all we're seeing is these people take advantage of these people in Hamas. What do they have? They got rocks. Okay, y'all got the whole world. Y'all got military planes and jets. Where's a Hamas jet? I haven't seen one yet. Yes, let me have a chocolate shake.
Anything else?
That'll be all.
We'll do.
All right. And yeah, it was crazy. That's what I'm saying. Chappelle knew what he was doing the whole time. He was upset. He's really mad at what Amy Schumer was saying. It's okay for Amy Schumer to express how she feels. It's like, well, she's Jewish. Okay. And, I mean, to say inaccurate things just because you're Jewish doesn't mean that that's what you should do.
Is it chocolate or Oreo?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, that doesn't give you a right to say inaccurate things. But see, they have an allowance to just say what they want. Like, oh, they could just say what they want, no one's gonna question them.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. This guy gotta give me back my card. Did he forget that? My card?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
All
right, thank you. This dude is going off soap water. I'm like, how can you Oreo and chocolate shake don't even sound the same? Did you say Oreo shake or chocolate? I'll be like, the chocolate shake. Jesus Christ. Well, they say you can't get good help these days. This is why this guy's working the late shift. And he's sitting there wondering why I'm still sitting here. I'm like, dude, you ain't been giving me back my card yet. Well, here's what happened today. All right. For those who don't know, if you're on my Patreon, you already know what's going on because I sent the video. I took a video. A man was shot in the head right in front of me today. After the Kendrick Lamar concert, I got my K-Dot shirt on. I was at the concert tonight. Right after the show, this guy was driving a school bus full of kids, and they're in a band. They perform at graduations and do stuff like that. So they went to perform at a graduation earlier today. They was driving on the bus. They weren't even at the concert. They were just coming down the street, and all you heard is something go through the driver's side window bus. The driver's laid out with blood all over him, like he got shot with some fragments or something, or glass. I don't know what happened. He's laying out on the floor. He came off the bus and just laid on the floor, and he started holding his face. He was in shock. He tried to call his family. We called 911. I got it all on video. So I had to help 18 kids who was terrified because this is the only adult out here. And guess what? The police was right across the street. I mean, literally right across the street. Didn't hear, didn't see anything, just sitting in the car. I'm over here directing traffic. They hear horns blowing and they just think it's from the concert. All the people that's there, they're near the stadium for the concert. So all the police is there. And then they have like one cop who's directly right across. This lady is on the phone with the police. She's, oh my God, I don't know. And she's freaking out. She's a teenager. So she's freaked. And then these other kids, they're like 15, 16, maybe. And I'm just trying to keep them calm in the situation, you know, and go from there. And I'm trying to keep them calm. I got to direct traffic. I'm trying to get these cars because they don't know what's going on. So the cars is, move this thing, get this thing out of here. You know, they don't know what's going on. This happened right in front of me. So I had to deal with it live. I'm the first responder on the scene. So I find the cop across the street at the directing traffic. I go across the street. I get a cop. I said, somebody call his family, because he was trying to call his family. In case he passed out of his last words, somebody help that man call his family, you know. I'm like, one of y'all help him call his family, because he wants to talk to him. And everybody, the other girl's already calling 911. So we don't need 7 calls to 911. She's calling 911 already. They got people here that's coming to help them. Now, what I'm trying to get everything balanced, because these are kids, you know, and you don't need 7 calls to 911. So I see the cop across the street. I'm like, police is right across the street. So I go across the street and I said, we got a situation here. A man could possibly be shot. So she calls in and she said, oh my God, possible code 1. So they send the fire truck, they send the ambulance, bus driver, kids here that need to go and be taken from here to wherever they to go. And I said, I'm gonna stay with these kids until everybody, get here. And then when the fire truck came, the ambulance came, they had a woman who was a trained physician. She just showed up out of nowhere. She's like, I'm a trained physician. I'm like, all right, nobody's challenging you. I just said, who is this? She's like, I'm a trained physician. I'm like, no problem. Because I ain't trying to stop the bleeding. I ain't about to do that. You can do that. This goofy motherfucker. Man, he didn't put Oreos in this. I said chocolate, and he still put the goddamn Oreos in it. Incompetence, baby. Damn. So she started taking over the scene with him. The ambulance shows up, the cop shows up, and that was that. And I said, all right, it's starting to be a crowd now. People's like, what's happening here? And I was like, oh, nothing, everybody will be all right. Then it was all over. So if you want to watch the video, it's on my Patreon. We got the video over there. YouTube, I don't think they would let me, show that. But Patreon, they don't give a damn. So you can see it over there. Mm. Well, oh yeah, the Doc concert was great, man. These shirts are fire. Hey, these Glorious shirts is fire. The back is fire, everything. Oh, Doc did his thing. What's the next topic, chat? Oh, we got a couple videos coming up. Color all those things. It was a wild night, buddy. Telling you, boy. K. Dot had people flying in here. People came from Cali, Texas, Minnesota. Dude, they came from all over the world to come to Chicago to see Dot perform. It's a girl that came to the concert that's been at every date of the tour. Like she's on tour with them. SZA did a pop-up in the city, and man, they went crazy. She did some pop-up thing, and all her fans showed up. And I was like, that's wonderful. They was like, you want to see SZA? I'll be like, yes, in my bedroom. But I'm not finna go down there early and get caught in rush hour traffic. Oh yeah, the Chicago concert is fire. I mean, it's most of it I'm finna put on Facebook anyway, but man, you gonna see it. I got so much stuff going. Let me see. They gonna copyright most of it. Now, that's what I'm saying. I probably can't even play all that because, they copywritten the hell out of me last time. Just trying to put up 5 seconds. And I hear my voice going off like crazy. All I hear is my voice. Shoo! Shoo! Oh man, that was crazy. That was crazy. So Dave Chappelle snapped. Mm-hmm. Well, Dave started to stick up for Palestine, and somebody from Israel just said "F you," and he said, "No, F you. You don't get to take my money and go over to seas to cut off water and drop bombs on people who don't have any weapons, no military force or nothing." So, yeah, Dave Chappelle went there with it. Now, on that note, I'm gonna get out here so I can upload all this to the Patreon. I'm gonna put it on the Patreon. I don't think I'm gonna get copywritten over there. So we should be good. But you know, YouTube be tripping. All right, peace. Beep. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. The money, the power, the fame will make it go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Like what a